Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and for this tutorial I'm just going to be doing a voiceover. Now I'm going to begin by putting concealer on my eyelids and blending with a beauty blender. Then I'm actually going to set my concealer with a light brown eyeshadow. Then I'm going in with a darker shade of brown to just start to give me some definition. And then I just gradually build up the brown shades that I will be using. Now this is the last brown shade that I will be putting on my crease to just give it some definition, and I'm going to blend it right out. And now I'm just going to be going in with a black shade, and I am going to use a smaller brush to really get into my crease, and I'll be able to blend it out easier. Here I'm actually just lining where I will be putting the glitter, so I did use concealer again to really use it as a map, basically. I'm just setting my concealer again so it doesn't move and it's dry for when I go on to the next step, which is actually going to be me putting the glue on my eyeshadow. And then I'm just going to place the pigments exactly where my glue is, because it will be tacky and ready for the glitter to adhere right on. Now to get the gems exactly where I wanted them, I dipped them in a bit of eyeliner glue, eyelash glue, and I kind of just decided on a pattern once I started putting them on. And to start my face makeup, I'm just going to use a 2-in-1 moisturizing primer and rub that all in. And I wait for it to dry before I put my primer on. You can put your primer on any way that you like. I just like to do it this way because I do have deep pores, so I want them to really be covered and soak up the primer. And then I just blend it out with a stippling brush. For me, after I put my primer on, I do like to set my smile lines and my forehead creases with a bit of translucent setting powder, just so I know when I do put my foundation on I don't have any cracks. And obviously this is just me having a little dance break because I'm having too much fun. But after I do set my smile line, I color correct. The reason I start with the green is to cover my scarring or dark spots. And then I go in with the red color corrector to really make sure everything is covered. And again, another dance break, but I do blend it out with the beauty blender. Now I am just going to conceal and cover up all that color correcting green and red. And you know the drill, blend, blend, blend. Now I'll just be putting on my foundation, and first I will be putting on the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, and my shade is 330. To that I actually mix it with the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat, And for me, I use Deep Golden. For me personally, I do like to buff out my liquid foundations by spraying a bit of Prep and Prime on my brush before blending. And to contour, I actually use a concealer by LA Girl in the shade Mahogany. And to give me a bit more definition, I am going just a bit in front of the darker contour with a lighter shade Espresso. Now I'm just blending all my highlighting and contouring out. And the lighter shade that I did use is called Fawn. Now I'm just using my fluffy brush to really get everything blended together before I do set my face with my translucent powder. Then I'm going to be contouring. Again, I do like to mix my products. So the first one is Ellen Tracy Duo Contour. And the second one is actually Believable Bronzer Sun-Kissed 803. Now I'm going to be going in with my MAC Mineralized Finishing Powder and my Maybelline Fit Me Set and Smooth with this e.l.f. powder brush. To highlight, I'm just using my Wet n Wild Carnival in Rio, and I'm actually using an eyeshadow by MAC. After I line my lips with In Control, I do use the Lip Lingerie in Beauty Mark as well as Delicate Lust. And on top of both of those, I use LA Girl's Matte Finish Lipstick. And a quick tip for you girls, if you didn't know, I actually use brown eyeliner to do my brows. I just find it a bit easier and more movable, but I do set it with eyebrow gel, and that is by Max Studio. After I set my brows, I do clean it up with some concealer, and after that I do just put a little bit more foundation just to cover out and blend out the harsh lines. Then I prep my lashes with my waterproof mascara. And for me to put my lashes on, I put the glue directly on them and just bend them back and forward till the glue is tacky. And I look down at my mirror and pop those bad boys right on. And this is actually the finished look coming up. And I just want to say thank you guys so much for staying tuned. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Also follow me on my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Bye guys!